So let me ask, do you love white people?
Yes, I do.
And why would you participate with Black Lives Matter if you love white people?
Well, I love white people because I love all people. And there is no discriminate.
But why would you participate with Black Lives Matter if you love white people? Black Lives Matter hate white people.
Black Lives Matter is not a hate mantra.
Why are they burning and destroying and killing cops and all that? But let me ask this first.
Well, you give me opportunity.
Do you support Black Lives Matter?
I support Black Lives Matter because I believe that Black Lives Matter.
Do you know that Black Lives Matter was founded by a bunch of fat, black, radical lesbians who hate God, who hate the nuclear family, who hate men, unborn children? They are communist, socialist society of people. They have no morals, no value. They hate white people and everybody. Are you familiar with that?
I know that what you just said is not true. And that's why I have no issue.
Well, they said it themselves. They have it on this website. I think they've taken it down now because so many people brought it out. But it's something they said. I'm not making it up.
And what your listeners need to understand about Black Lives Matter is that it is not a centralized organization. It is a mantra. It is not a centralized organization where people such as myself and other organizers receive marching orders from the founders whose views and whose persons
you're not being honest right now.
Have been sensationalized. Well, I actually am being honest.
No, you're not being honest. I've interviewed
marching orders.
I've interviewed them here
from the founders of Black Lives Matter.
I've interviewed them here on the show. It's an organization founded by a bunch of fat, black, radical lesbians, and you people are supporting them. And the way that you're supporting them by deceiving yourselves and saying that, oh, it's not a movement. It's not an organization. It is an organization, but you people are lying to yourself because you want to support evil while pretending that you're supporting good.
Well, actually, that's not true, and that's not where I stand. And I'm a little disturbed at even your first adjective for uplifting the founders of Black Lives Matter. You're calling them fat,
black, radical lesbians.
Yeah, I would not want to have anything to do with anyone or any entity that's actually spewing that kind of hate, because that's not what we stand for.
How is that hate?
That's not what I stand for. And I really don't understand how someone's size, body shaming, has anything to do with the work that we're doing in communities all across America.
What do you mean by body shaming?
I also represent an organization that is nonviolent. An organization that is a peaceful movement, an organization that has...
Which organization is that?
Protests.
Which is?
My organization, Justice for the Next Generation. And what you and your viewers need to understand is that Black Lives Matter is not a centralized organization. It is not an organization where we receive marching orders. I'm not signed up on any listserv. I don't have any membership credentials.
Whether you admit it or not, you support Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter. I believe that. And that is why I am supportive of a movement that also believes that Black Lives Matter, because for far too long, Black lives have not mattered.
Only to Black people.
Well, I don't believe that's true, because Black people did not write the laws that made it illegal.
But why are they killing one another? They kill each other like 90 going.
Black people did not write
Why
the
do
laws
they kill themselves?
around slavery and Jim Crow. Black people did not write the laws around voter suppression. And so I definitely don't believe that Black lives haven't mattered to
Black lives matters to Black people, why are they killing one another? Like 90 going north in every major city, inner city around the country. They are robbing and raping and murdering, and they kill children while they're sitting in their room. But I want to ask you about two things real fast. I want to ask you about, so your organization held a rally, a march in what was that county? Alamance County, North Carolina. That was your organization doing that, right?
It was Justice for the Next Generation.
Right.
You should say our name, brother. You should say our name.
And it was to
I understand you're reading from a script, but I hope that you would know a little bit more about the people that you're interviewing.
And it was, what was the purpose of that rally?
The purpose of that rally was to lead people to the polls to vote, and also to organize and advocate against white supremacy that is happening in Alamance County and all over the country.
And so, was it a peaceful rally?
We are a peaceful organization, nonviolent. And so therefore, anything that we plan is going to be intended with peaceful actions. And
so was that a peaceful rally that you held that day?
I did just answer your question.
Is that a yes?
I did just answer your question.
I asked you, was that rally a peaceful rally? What did you say?
We are a peaceful,
I didn't ask you if you are a peaceful.
And any event that we plan, Mr. Peterson, is going to be executed with peaceful operation and directive.
I want to play that a little portion of that rally from that you guys held, and I want to know what was peaceful about it. Here's the soundbite.
Back up!
Where is the peace in that rally you guys held?
Well, actually, it seems like you have played a clip that has been seen, not just heard, seen around the world. It made not only national, but global attention because the officers that are charged to protect and serve actually used excessive force and tear gas and pepper spray to suppress our rally, which actually resulted in voter suppression. Folks didn't make it to the polls because the police interrupted our peaceful rally that had been going on for more than an hour.
Where is the peace in those black people fighting cops and carrying on in that way? And the police, according to the News Observer, police asked Reverend Don Wright group to not block the street. Police had to remove the group for blocking the street and for getting out of control. Where is the peace in black people carrying on like that?
Mr. Peterson, I would hope that you would have enough respect for me to say my name as is Drumright.
Oh, Drumright. Okay. Sorry about that.
And it is unfortunate that you have alleged that black people got out of control. If your viewers could see the clip,
they can see it. The world sees it.
Extracted, then you would see that our marchers was not just black folks. It was black and white and Hispanic and Latino.
So you feel better about it knowing that other races are a part of it?
I feel better about your listeners and your viewers knowing the truth. And you have uplifted as if that this was some black hate group. You're alleging that, you are spinning that narrative. The News Observer went on to say that the efforts on the behalf of the law enforcement authorities was disparaging. It was suppressing, and it was unnecessary use of police force. What was happening was we had observed 8 minutes and 46 seconds with the Floyd family, who was there with us. We observed a memorial, a quiet memorial. And as the police themselves have gone on record to say, they only gave our hundreds of marchers 14 seconds to remove themselves from the street before they began to release tear gas upon our marchers.
But that's no reason to act up. How many seconds do you need before you get up and leave? He told you that it's been reported that.
Where did you get on the record?
It's been reported that they told you guys to move. I'm looking at. Oh, let me ask you this: Do radical black people like you and others? Do you think that normal people don't see? I know you guys like do crazy stuff. But you deny that you're doing it. Do you think normal people don't see what you're doing?
Well, I'm a normal person, and you have your opinion about what we do. However, let me say that millions of people around the world seen it, and therefore thousands of people flew into Graham, North Carolina, drove into Graham, North Carolina.
Because black people
3
being
days
used
later to stand with us because the whole world seen it, and the whole world reacted to it. And there are people around the world that have gone on record. Organizations have sent support. Organizations have disavowed what the police there in Alamance County did. And so you're right. People can see for themselves, and we have received overwhelming support.
I'm not surprised, because the only purpose of black people being on earth today is to be used for destruction. If you notice, black people don't build, they destroy. So whenever you want to destroy something, you rent a black. But if you want to build, you rent a white. So I'm not surprised that you're getting support from all the evil people around the world, because that's your purpose on earth. Black people's purpose is to destroy. They're not of God.
And so is your show destructive? Because you're a black person too, sir. So
I'm black on the outside, but white on the inside.
Your show to be destructive, since you have alleged that the only purpose.
I'm not alleging. I'm telling you that that's the way it is. Can you name me?
So is the Jesse Lee Peterson show a destructive entity?
Yeah, destruction of evil. I get rid of evil.
Okay, well, I'm glad to hear you say that, because Justice for the Next Generation is advocating against racial inequality and white supremacy, which is an evil in America.
Where is white supremacy?
White supremacy is there in Graham, North Carolina, where we stood. Where we stood when the police used excessive force and tear gas at our rally. There is standing there a tall Confederate monument in the place of where Wyatt Outlaw was hung. This monument was to celebrate the death of Wyatt Outlaw, the first African-American city official who was hung by Confederate operatives in 1870. And instead of Wyatt Outlaw and his legacy and his memory having any place there in Graham, North Carolina, there stands a Confederate.
Let me ask you this.
Place. That's where white supremacy is, and white supremacy is also all around us.
Let me ask you this. I've noticed that people like you and other blacks, they're always accusing white people of being white supremacists, right? What is wrong with black men and women that they see white people superior to them?
Well, I don't accuse all white people of being anything.
But I'm asking you, why do black people see white people as that's something new that I'm starting to hear. Why do black people see white people as superior to them, especially black men? I understand why the women see it, because women are weaker than men, normal men. But why do black men see white men as superior to them?
You know, it's unfortunate to hear you disparage women at a time where a woman has just been elected as the vice president of the United States.
She's not elected yet.
I definitely don't want your listeners or
anyone. She has not been elected.
She is the vice president-elect.
No, she's not.
And I don't want anyone that is listening to this interview to think that I would have.
She is not elected.
With the things that you are
alleging. But I want to know, why do black men, males like you and others, see white people superior to you? Why do you see it that way?
Well, and again, I push back on on even the things that your question suggests, because I do not see all white people as a monolith, and I would hope that you, sir, would not see all black people as a monolith. However, written in and embedded in American history is the sin of slavery. And slavery was definitely an institution that was created
You're not answering the question. I asked, why do black people see white people superior to them?
And therein you have the origins, as far as America is concerned, of white supremacy. When
It's just not true.
When we were brought over here as chattel slaves, not even seen as human beings, not even treated as human beings.
You sound like one of them.
Institution of white slavery.
Hey. When I was growing up in Alabama under the Jim Crow law, black people were bitching and moaning and complaining and begging and robbing and stealing and killing and burning. And they didn't blame white people because they knew it was good versus evil, right versus wrong. And so black people and white people treated each other the way they would like to be treated. And black people were able to build and do and get along. They weren't begging and calling white people white supremacists. And they did very well then. Why can't y'all do that now instead of begging and blaming and trying to take reparations and all that? Why don't, especially with you call yourself a preacher, you went to preacher school. Where's God in all this if you're begging and blaming white people?
Well, it is important for you to be educated on the fact that it is not us against them. There is so many white voices,
but they're using you.
White scholars. They're so much research that has been conducted.
But they're using you
at the hands and at the intelligence of white people who also understand the institution of white supremacy in America. And it is unfortunate that you would allege that it is black folks that are exclusively uplifting this American horror story of white supremacy.
It is.
I know there are many scholars and many folks.
Scholars are dumb.
Scholars
are dumb. Some of the most dumbest people on earth today are people with degrees. So it doesn't matter that they have a degree. They're dumber. But let me ask, can you name one place in America where that it is controlled by blacks and most blacks live, that it's a beautiful place and everybody want to go live there? Because I've noticed that wherever black people go, they destroy, they don't build. Can you name anywhere in this country where it's controlled by majority black people and majority of black people live there and you want to go live there because it's so nice?
Well, by your own allegations, Mr. Peterson, you are a part of the problem.
You didn't answer that question.
By your own allegations,
I asked you to name one place.
By your own allegations.
Name one location. Prove me wrong.
By your own allegations, where you show up in America every day is disparaged just by your blackness. Now, that's not the truth about my blackness.
Name me one location where you want to go live there because black people made it nice.
America.
Name one location.
Is that the institutions of America have kept black and brown people.
You ought to be shaming yourself.
From actually accessing higher education, from accessing public office, from accessing all forms and ranks of American society, which is why perhaps those locations are very ambiguous to us right now. But what we are doing as a people is that we are using our voice and we are using.
But why are the black men carrying on like black women?
And we are using organizations like Home Justice for the Next Generation.
Why are the black men carrying on
centuries of racial oppression?
Why is it that the black men are carrying on like black women?
20 to 25 minutes of my time, and my time is up.
Why are black men carrying on like? Don't run! Hey, don't run!
I'm not running.
Yes, you are. We have 5 minutes left. Why are black men acting like black women?
And I have another interview to get to.
Wow.
So, Mr. Peterson, thank you so much for this opportunity. I wish you and
your ready.
Best. God bless you, my brother.
Why are you ready? Don't run. You gonna get the chicken song. He ran. Oh my God. Reverend Gregory Dunright ran, senior minister at Citadel Church and Campus Ministry in North Carolina. Reverend, because you put your tail between your legs and ran, this song is for you. Amazing. When you all see Reverend Gregory Dunright, a senior minister at Citadel Church and Campus Ministry in North Carolina, ask him why did he put his tail between his legs and ran. Amazing. And don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, and share the Justin Lee Peterson radio show, folks. We really appreciate it. We are at war. It is a spiritual battle for the soul of America. And it's going to take all of us to do it.